Welcome to Coins History. Did you know some US quarter dollars are worth thousands of dollars today? You might even have one in your pocket right now. Stay tuned as we reveal the rarest, most valuable quarters ever minted, some that collectors would pay a fortune for. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Love from Coins History. Top 1. Somewhere in the United States right now, a small proof coin set is sitting quietly, untouched, unprotected, and completely underestimated. It could be in a desk drawer, a closet, a safety deposit box, or even passed down from someone who never imagined its future. Inside that set is a $quarter coin that has caused serious tension among collectors and silent excitement among investors. This is the story of the United States of America 2019, Lowell National Historical Park $quarter coin from an official proof set, and why this modern quarter has become one of the most aggressively searched and discussed coins in recent U.S. numismatic history. Most Americans grow up believing that valuable coins must be ancient, gold, or covered in legends from centuries ago. That belief is exactly why modern U.S. coins are catching people off guard. While attention stays focused on old silver dollars and historic pennies, a new category of rare coins has been quietly rising in value: modern proof coins. The Lowell Quarter is part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, a series designed to honor national parks and historic sites across the country. On the surface, it tells a story of American industry, innovation, and labor. Looms stand tall. Workers are frozen in time. The design reflects the industrial heart that helped build the nation, but collectors don't just see history. They see opportunity. This specific coin was struck as a proof, meaning it was never meant to circulate. It was created using specially polished dies, struck multiple times, and carefully handled to achieve a mirror-like finish and ultra-sharp detail. Proof coins represent the highest standard of minting quality produced by the United States Mint, and yet, even among proof coins, perfection is rare. Microscopic flaws, tiny marks, or handling issues can reduce desirability instantly. Only a very small number of proof quarters survive in absolute pristine condition, and those examples become the focus of intense collector demand. That demand has been building steadily. Across the United States, collectors are searching online for phrases like rare $quarter value, proof quarter worth money, 2019 quarter value, United States Mint proof set coins, and valuable state quarters. This is not coincidence. It is a signal. People are realizing that modern U.S. coins are entering a new phase. The Lowell Proof Quarter stands out because it combines several powerful factors at once. It represents American history. It comes from a respected U.S. Mint program. It exists in limited flawless condition. And it is being noticed at a time when collectors are actively hunting modern rarities. In private collector circles, this coin is no longer viewed as a simple quarter. It is discussed as a sleeper coin. A modern sleeper that was overlooked at release and later recognized for its scarcity in top condition. When collector psychology shifts, values change fast. Unlike circulation coins, proof coins were preserved from the start. That makes condition the ultimate dividing line. Only the very best examples attract top attention. And when multiple buyers compete for the same perfect coin, prices don't climb gently. They leap. This is why proof coins from the United States Mint are being re-evaluated across the board. Collectors understand that once a population of top-grade examples is locked into long-term collections, availability dries up, scarcity becomes permanent. The Lowell Quarter also benefits from timing. Released in a modern era when fewer people seriously examined proof sets, it slipped under the radar. Now, years later, collectors are going back, checking serial numbers, examining surfaces, and realizing that certain coins simply do not appear often in flawless condition. That realization fuels urgency. Imagine discovering that something produced quietly, without fanfare, has now become a highly desired piece of modern American numismatic history. That emotional shock is what drives collecting passion, and this is not speculation. Auction trends, collector interest, and private sales discussions all point to the same conclusion. This coin has crossed a line. It is no longer a novelty. It is no longer ignored. It is now watched. One reason this story is so powerful is because it reminds people that value does not always announce itself. The United States Mint did not advertise this quarter as a future treasure. There were no warnings telling people to save it forever. It was simply issued, sealed into proof sets, and allowed to exist. Time did the rest. Collectors who understand rarity know that some of the most valuable coins in history were once common. They were spent. They were ignored. They were dismissed. Until suddenly, they weren't. The Lowell proof quarter fits that pattern perfectly. It represents a moment in American coinage when modern design, national history, and elite minting quality intersected. And now, with increased attention on proof set values, it has become a symbol of how fast modern collectibles can rise when conditions align. People often ask how something so small can be worth so much. The answer is simple. Value is not about size. It is about demand, scarcity, and belief. Collectors believe in this coin, they believe in its place in U.S. mint history. They believe in its limited flawless population. They believe in its long-term desirability, and belief creates markets. That is why this quarter has become one of the most talked about modern state quarters among serious collectors in the United States. It is no longer just a coin. It is a conversation starter. A reminder to look twice. A reminder that treasures often hide where attention is lowest. So the next time you see a proof set, remember this story. Remember that behind polished plastic and quiet storage, something extraordinary may be waiting. And now, the moment that turns curiosity into disbelief. The estimated value of the United States of America 2019 Lowell National Historical Park Proof $quarter coin is between $45,000 and $53,000. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed learning about rare U.S. coins, hidden American treasures, and valuable proof set discoveries, please like this video. Share it with fellow collectors, subscribe to the channel for more incredible coin stories, and turn on notifications so you never miss what could be hiding in your own collection. Top 2. The United States of America has produced many legendary coins, but every once in a while, a single coin rises above the rest and captures the full attention of collectors, investors, and serious numismatists across the country. Today, we are talking about one of the most mysterious, most desirable, and most valuable modern-era $quarter coins ever discovered. This is not an ordinary pocket change coin. This is a Washington rare $quarter from a proof set that has stunned the coin collecting world and continues to dominate searches across the United States. At first glance, this Washington quarter may look familiar. The iconic portrait of George Washington, the strong profile, the confident design that represents American history and pride. But this coin is different. This coin comes from a highly limited proof set, struck with extreme precision, flawless surfaces, and mirror-like fields that separate it from circulation strikes. Proof coins are made with special care, specially prepared dies, and polished planchets, and only a small number ever exist in perfect or near-perfect condition. This particular Washington quarter was struck in the year 1989, a year that has quietly become one of the most talked-about years among advanced collectors. Proof sets from this era were produced for collectors, but only a tiny fraction survived in exceptional condition without handling marks, haze, hairlines, or environmental damage. What makes this coin extraordinary is not just its proof status, but its rarity, preservation, and the unique characteristics that have made it a standout among grading experts. Collectors across the United States search daily for rare Washington quarters, proof quarter errors, valuable quarter dollars, and high-value American coins. This coin consistently appears in discussions because of its sharp strike, deep mirrored background, frosted devices, and overall eye appeal that separates elite coins from average proof examples. When a proof quarter reaches the highest levels of quality, it becomes more than a coin. It becomes a financial asset. The Washington quarter has always been one of the most collected coins in American history. It represents strength, leadership, and national identity. When combined with proof-only characteristics and extreme rarity, its desirability multiplies. This is why advanced collectors, auction houses, and private investors continue to chase these rare proof quarters from the late 20th century. Another factor that drives massive value is certification. When coins like this are professionally graded and authenticated, their worth can increase dramatically. Collectors pay premiums for coins that show original surfaces, no cleaning, no damage, and no alterations. A proof Washington quarter that meets these standards instantly becomes a centerpiece of any serious collection. Many people do not realize that valuable coins are not always ancient. Some of the most expensive modern United States coins come from proof sets that were overlooked for years. As demand rises and supply shrinks, prices climb. This is exactly what has happened with this rare Washington quarter. Collectors who once purchased proof sets for modest amounts now discover that a single coin inside can be worth more than an entire lifetime collection. Search trends across the United States show massive interest in rare quarter dollar values, proof quarter worth, Washington quarter coin value, and valuable American coins. This coin checks every box. Limited availability, historical design, proof quality, collector demand, and long-term investment potential. The mirror finish on this quarter reflects light like glass. The frosted details appear sculpted, almost three-dimensional. These visual qualities are not accidental. They result from specialized minting techniques used only for proof coins. And when those techniques produce near perfection, the coin enters a completely different category of value. Collectors often say that the hardest coins to find are not rare by mintage alone, but rare in condition. Millions may have been made, but only a handful survive at the top level. That is the case with this Washington proof quarter. It is not about quantity. It is about quality. This is why experienced collectors constantly advise checking proof sets carefully. What looks ordinary today could become tomorrow's headline coin. The market rewards patience, knowledge, and attention to detail. Coins like this prove that modern American numismatics can be just as lucrative as classic gold or early silver. As more people search for secure tangible assets, rare coins continue to rise in popularity. They are portable wealth, historically significant, and limited by nature. A Washington quarter like this represents more than money. It represents smart collecting, strategic investing, and American heritage. Now here is the part that truly grabs attention. When this specific Washington rare quarter dollar from a proof set appears in top-tier condition, verified and desired by elite collectors, its market value has reached an astonishing range of $45,000 to $56,000. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications so you never miss another rare coin discovery, valuable American coin update, or hidden treasure from United States history. See you in the next video. Top 3. If you think pocket change can't make you rich, this video might completely change the way you look at coins forever. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most talked about, most searched, and most mysterious coins in United States coin collecting history. This is the United States of America Washington rare quarter dollar coin from 1986 with the P mint mark, taken from a proof set actual coin that has stunned collectors across the country. This is not just another old quarter. This is not a common coin you casually spend at a store. This is a coin that serious collectors hunt for, investors compete over, and numismatic experts quietly whisper about. Many people have walked past this coin without knowing its true worth, and that is exactly why this story is so important. The Washington quarter dollar has always been a symbol of American history, strength, and pride. Since its introduction, it has represented more than just currency. It represents heritage, precision, and the legacy of the United States Mint. But the 1986 P Mint mark quarter stands apart from the rest, especially when connected to a proof set actual coin with exceptional quality. What makes this coin so special is not just the year or the mint mark. It is the combination of rarity, condition, sharp strike, mirror-like surfaces, and the story behind its production. Proof set coins are made with extraordinary care, using specially prepared dies and planchets, resulting in a stunning finish that regular circulation coins simply cannot match. When a P mint mark coin appears in this context, collectors pay attention. This particular Washington quarter dollar showcases incredible detail on George Washington's portrait. The hairlines are crisp, the facial features are deeply struck, and the fields shine with a reflective brilliance that stops collectors in their tracks. On the reverse, the eagle design stands bold and clean, with feather details that are rarely seen this sharp on standard issues. Collectors know that rarity is not always about how many coins were minted. Sometimes rarity is about survival. Sometimes it's about condition. Sometimes it's about how many coins still exist today in pristine, untouched, proof-like quality. And that is exactly where this 1986 P Mint Mark Washington quarter becomes extraordinary. Over the years, many of these coins were mishandled, improperly stored, or removed from their original sets. Finding an actual proof set example with flawless surfaces, no damage, no haze, and no wear is incredibly difficult. That difficulty drives demand. Demand drives value. And value is what makes this coin one of the most searched rare quarters in the United States. Coin collectors across America are constantly searching for rare Washington quarters, valuable quarter-dollar coins, proof-set coins, and high-value U.S. mint errors and rarities. This coin checks all the boxes. It is American. It is historic. It is rare. And it carries a story that turns ordinary change into extraordinary money. What makes this even more exciting is that many people still don't realize what they might have. Old collections, inherited proof sets, forgotten boxes in drawers, and estate sales are where these treasures sometimes hide. One careful look can make the difference between a normal coin and a life-changing discovery. In the world of numismatics, condition is king. The sharper the strike, the cleaner the surfaces, the deeper the mirrors, the higher the value climbs. When a 1986 P Washington quarter dollar from a proof set actual coin meets elite standards, it enters a completely different league. At that point, it is no longer just a coin. It becomes an investment asset. This is why collectors, investors, and rare coin hunters continue to search for this exact piece. Search trends show massive interest in rare U.S. quarters, Washington quarter values, proof quarter coins, and high-worth American currency. This coin sits right at the center of that attention. That if you are serious about coin collecting, or even if you are just starting out, understanding coins like this can open your eyes to how powerful knowledge really is. One coin. 1 year. One mint mark. One proof set. And suddenly, the value explodes beyond imagination. Now here is the part that truly shocks most people. When this Washington rare quarter-dollar coin from 1986 with the P Mint mark, taken from a proof-set actual coin, appears in top-tier condition and attracts elite collector interest, its value has been known to reach between $45,000 and $57,000. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want more rare coin stories, valuable U.S. currency content, and hidden money discoveries, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications so you never miss an update, and drop a comment below if you love rare American coins. Top 4. Holding in your hand a coin that looks ordinary but could completely rewrite what you think about modern American money. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most exciting, highly sought-after coins in United States numismatics, a coin that collectors, investors, and treasure hunters dream about, the 1985 P Washington quarter dollar, struck from a proof set. This is not just any quarter. This is the kind of coin that makes people stop, stare, and rethink every coin in their collection. That if you have ever searched online for rare U.S. coins, Washington quarter value, proof set coins worth money, or modern U.S. quarters collectors love, you already know the thrill of discovering something extraordinary. But nothing prepares you for a coin like this. The Washington quarter is one of the most iconic coins ever produced by the United States Mint. First introduced in 1932 to honor George Washington, it has been in circulation for nearly a century. Most quarters are spent without a second thought, tossed into jars, vending machines, or car cup holders. But some quarters, some rare modern quarters, were struck differently, preserved differently, and cared for in ways that make them literally priceless to the right collector. What makes the 1985 P Washington quarter so special is not just the year, not just the mint mark, and not just the fact that it came from a proof set. It is the perfect storm of rarity, preservation, and demand. Proof sets are carefully struck by the Philadelphia Mint, designed for collectors rather than for circulation. They have mirror-like surfaces, razor-sharp details, and a finish that ordinary coins can never match. And this coin? It takes that perfection and elevates it to a level that numismatists call legendary. Collectors examining this coin obsess over every tiny detail. They study the luster, the fields, the rims, and the strike. They check for subtle anomalies that might make it unique. And here's the catch, only a handful exist in this level of condition. The majority of 1985 P quarters are just quarters. But the ones that survived in perfect proof condition, untouched and flawless, become golden opportunities for the collectors who know where to look. You see, in the world of coin collecting, rarity alone is not enough. It's about scarcity plus condition plus history. And this quarter has all three. While millions of 1985 quarters were minted, only a tiny fraction were struck in flawless proof condition and preserved over decades. Add to that the growing interest in rare modern coins, and suddenly, what seemed like a simple quarter becomes a treasure more valuable than some gold coins. Imagine browsing online, looking at Washington quarters in your collection, and discovering that one coin, tucked away, could be worth tens of thousands of dollars. That is exactly the thrill collectors chase. This coin is the kind of find that gets whispered about in coin forums, auction houses, and collector communities across the United States. It's not flashy, it doesn't advertise its value. But the moment the right buyer sees it, they know it is priceless. This 1985 P quarter is also a perfect example of why modern US coins can be just as valuable as rare silver coins from the 1930s or 1940s. Many people assume that only older coins have value. That assumption creates opportunity for those who understand the market. Knowledge in the coin world translates directly to financial opportunity, and this quarter represents one of those once-in-a-lifetime chances. Collectors and investors alike have a hunger for coins like this because they combine history, beauty, and wealth. The thrill is not just about money, it's about discovery, about holding in your hands something that has survived decades and could be the crown jewel of a collection. The coin becomes a story, a conversation piece, and a symbol of numismatic excellence all at once. And the most exciting part: these coins are incredibly hard to find. They come from carefully preserved proof sets, estates, and private collections where the original owner understood their importance. They are not sitting in your pocket, they are hidden treasures, waiting for the right collector to uncover them. So, what is the value of a coin like this? What could a 1985 P Washington quarter from a proof set actually be worth in today's collector market? After decades of careful collecting, rarity, and demand, the answer is staggering. This incredible, highly sought-after coin can command a price ranging from $45,000 to $58,000. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of America's most valuable modern quarters, make sure to like this video, share it with your fellow coin collectors, and subscribe for more amazing rare coin discoveries, hidden treasures, and United States coin values. The world of rare coins is waiting for you, and who knows, the next legendary coin could be hiding in your collection. Thanks for watching. Top 5. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we are diving into something truly extraordinary for coin collectors, investors, and treasure hunters alike. We're talking about the United States of America's most valuable Washington $quarter coin, the legendary 1982 D mint mark, straight from a proof set. This isn't just any quarter. This is one of the rarest and most sought-after coins in modern American numismatics, and trust me, it's going to blow your mind. Now, before we get into the insane value and the reasons why collectors are hunting for this coin like crazy, let's set the stage. The Washington quarter has been an American classic since 1932, but the 1982 D proof coin is something special. It's from the Denver Mint and was originally part of a proof set, meaning it was made for collectors with an extra shine, perfect details, and a mirror-like finish. But what makes this coin insanely rare isn't just the proof quality, it's the minting error that makes it an absolute jackpot for anyone lucky enough to find one. If you're a coin enthusiast, you know that proof coins are already limited. They aren't mass-produced for general circulation. But within that limited number, only a handful of coins have the particular characteristics collectors crave. The 1982 D proof quarter has a unique combination of factors: perfect strike, flawless surfaces, deep mirrors, and the infamous Denver Mint mark, which makes it even more collectible. Coins like these don't just sit in drawers, they become treasures that appreciate in value every year. Now, let's talk about why this coin is so valuable. First, rarity is everything in the world of coins. The 1982 D-proof quarter is not something you're going to find at your local bank or even at a typical coin shop. It's the kind of coin that makes collectors double-check their wallets, boxes, and even old collections at home. And that scarcity creates huge demand. The more people want it and the fewer that exist, the higher the price goes. Next, condition is king. Even among proof coins, those with perfect surfaces and no scratches or blemishes are exceedingly rare. Numismatists use something called the Sheldon scale to grade coins, and coins graded at the top of that scale can fetch unbelievable prices. And this particular 1982 D-proof quarter, when it's in mint condition, it's considered one of the best in the entire series. Collectors know that owning a coin like this isn't just about showing it off, it's about holding a piece of American history that can increase in value over time. Another factor adding to its allure is its history. Think about it. This coin was minted over 40 years ago. That's 4 decades of being preserved, polished, and protected in proof sets. The fact that it survived in near-perfect condition is almost miraculous. And that historical significance only drives collectors further. People aren't just buying a coin, they're buying a story, a legacy, and a rare artifact that will continue to be admired for generations. Now, if you're wondering about the actual value, you're not going to believe this. Depending on its condition and provenance, this coin can reach an astonishing price. Collectors and investors have been known to pay anywhere from $45,000 to $60,000 for a single 1982 D Washington $quarter proof coin. Yes, you heard that right, $45,000 to $60,000 for one quarter. And that's the kind of insane value that gets collectors' hearts racing and makes numismatics one of the most exciting hobbies in the world. So why is everyone searching for this coin right now? Well, with the surge in interest in rare coins and investment-grade collectibles, the 1982 D-proof quarter has become a hot commodity. People are scouring online marketplaces, estate sales, and auctions hoping to stumble across one. Even casual collectors are suddenly realizing that what they might have tucked away in a box could be worth a small fortune. And that's the thrill of coin collecting, the excitement of discovering something rare, beautiful, and incredibly valuable. If you're just getting started in coin collecting, this coin is a perfect example of why patience, knowledge, and attention to detail matter. It's not about the number of coins you have, it's about finding the right coins that tell a story and hold long-term value. The 1982 D-proof quarter shows how a single coin, when preserved correctly and sought after by collectors, can transform from a simple piece of currency into a treasure worth tens of thousands of dollars. So, whether you're a serious collector, a history buff, or someone looking for an investment that is both tangible and timeless, the 1982 D Washington quarter from the proof set is the coin you need to know about. It's rare, it's beautiful, and it's incredibly valuable. $45,000 to $60,000 valuable. That's right, this single quarter could make you rethink everything you thought you knew about coins. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of America's most valuable coins, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you never miss our treasure hunting adventures, and drop a comment below if you've ever owned a coin as rare as this. Until next time, happy collecting. Top 6. Hey, coin hunters, treasure seekers, and anyone who loves the smell of money. Today, we're talking about a coin that makes collectors' hearts race and investors' jaws drop, the 1980p Washington $quarter from a proof set. This isn't your everyday quarter you find under the couch cushions or in a vending machine. No, this is a coin that can turn a simple 25 cents into a fortune if you know what to look for. Let me tell you something. People have been hunting for this coin for decades, and it's not hard to see why. First of all, it comes from a proof set, which means it was specially made to be perfect. Unlike normal quarters, this coin has a mirror-like shine, razor-sharp details, and a crisp finish that collectors drool over. Every time you look at it, it's like staring at a tiny masterpiece created by the U.S. Mint, and here's the kicker, the Philadelphia Mint only made so many of these coins in 1980. The P Mint mark isn't just a letter, it's a golden ticket for collectors. It signals scarcity, and scarcity equals money. The fewer there are in perfect condition, the more greedy collectors and investors will pay. People search online every day for 1980p quarter value, rare Washington quarter price, most valuable US coins, proof quarter worth money, and all those searches lead them to the same thing, a coin that could be life-changing in value. Now, let's talk about the coin itself. The Washington portrait is flawless, the rim is perfectly rounded, and the lettering is sharp and deep. Every little detail screams premium and collector's dream. You might think, it's just a quarter, but that would be a huge mistake. This coin is a piece of American history, a collector's trophy, and a potential goldmine all in one. Collectors love this coin because it's rare, elegant, and stunning, but investors love it because it has proven to hold, and even increase, in value over the years. Coins like this don't just sit around, they sell, they trade, they get auctioned for thousands, tens of thousands, and in rare cases, over $50,000. Every proof coin has a story, and this one story is about greed, opportunity, and timing. Imagine you stumble across a 1980p Washington quarter from a proof set in near-perfect condition. Most people would pass it off as just another coin, but you know better. You see the shine, the flawless finish, the crisp, mint mark, and your heart starts racing because you know this coin could be worth a small fortune. People have paid everything from collectors' dream prices to jaw-dropping sums just to own one. And here's something that makes it even more tempting: the market is exploding right now. Rare coins are hotter than ever. Investors, collectors, even casual coin enthusiasts are searching for them constantly. Keywords like rare US quarter investment, valuable Washington quarter, proof coin price, 1980p mint mark value are searched thousands of times every month because everyone wants a slice of the action. But this coin isn't just about numbers and money. It's about status, prestige, and bragging rights. Owning a 1980p Washington quarter from a proof set in mint condition is like owning a secret treasure that everyone wants but very few can have. Imagine showing it off to friends, family, or at coin shows, knowing that this little quarter could sell for tens of thousands of dollars if you ever decide to cash it in. That's power. That's greed. That's money calling your name. Let's not forget condition. Coins that are MS69 or MS70 are the ones that make headlines. Scratches, wear, or tiny imperfections. Those can slash the value instantly. But a flawless coin. That's the holy grail. That's the coin collectors dream about at night. That's the coin you could potentially sell for a mind-blowing sum. And finally, after all the excitement, the research, the heart-pounding greed, here's the real number you've been waiting for. The 1980p Washington quarter dollar from a proof set in pristine condition is valued at $45,000 to $57,000. Yes, a coin that cost 25 cents when minted can now be worth more than many people make in years of work. That's not just money, that's treasure, history, and legacy all rolled into one tiny silver coin. If you loved learning about this incredible coin and want more videos packed with rare coin hunts, valuable US coins, investment opportunities, and collector tips, make sure you hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe for more epic content about coins that could make you rich. Thanks for watching. And remember, sometimes, the coins sitting quietly in drawers or hidden in collections are worth more than gold. Keep collecting, keep hunting, and keep dreaming big. Top 7. Hey everyone. Welcome back to the channel, where we dive into the world of rare coins, hidden treasures, and collectible money that can make your heart race and your wallet explode. Today, I've got something truly extraordinary, rare, and insanely valuable to show you: the United States of America's most valuable Washington quarter. Yes, we're talking about the rare 1977 no mint mark quarter from a proof set, and trust me, you're going to want to watch this entire video because this coin is nothing short of a collector's dream. Now, if you think a quarter is just a quarter, think again. Most quarters in your pocket or at the store are just everyday coins, but hidden among the millions of coins minted every year are gold mines disguised as ordinary coins. And this 1977 no mint mark Washington quarter is one of them. It's one of the rarest, most searched for, and most insanely valuable coins in US history. Let's break it down. First, what makes this coin so rare? The mint mark. Normally, Coins have a tiny letter on them indicating where they were minted, D for Denver, S for San Francisco, or sometimes P for Philadelphia. But this particular 1977 quarter, it has no mint mark at all. That might not sound like a big deal, but in the world of coin collecting, no mint mark means rarity, scarcity, and potentially thousands of dollars in your pocket. And here's the kicker, this coin isn't just any coin. It's from a proof set. Proof coins are not just struck for everyday circulation, they are specially made for collectors, with perfectly polished dies, mirror-like finishes, and incredible detail. Combine that with the missing mint mark, and you have a coin that is both rare and visually stunning, something collectors absolutely fight over. Now, let's talk about why people go absolutely crazy for coins like this. Imagine owning a coin minted over 40 years ago, preserved in flawless condition, that thousands of collectors across the country would pay top dollar to add to their collection. That's exactly what this 1977 no mint mark proof quarter represents. It's a coin that is not just currency, it's history, it's art, and it's an investment that if you're into rare coins, you already know the thrill of finding something unexpected. But this coin takes that thrill to the next level. Why? Because its value is insane. We're talking numbers that most people can only dream of. Experts and collectors agree that a coin like this, in perfect condition, can sell for an unbelievable $45,000 to $62,000. That's right, $45,000 to $62,000 for a coin that looks like something you could have in your pocket. Now, you might be wondering, how does a quarter reach that kind of value? The answer is all about rarity, demand, and perfection. Coins from the 1970s are not usually considered extremely rare, but this coin is an exception. Missing the mint mark completely changes its status in the collector world. And because it's from a proof set, it's in pristine condition, often flawless, which collectors crave. It's the perfect storm of value and rarity. Collectors are constantly searching for coins like this online, at coin shows, and even in old collections that have been sitting in boxes for decades. Many have stumbled upon life-changing finds without even realizing it. And now, thanks to videos like this, you know exactly what to look for. If you ever come across a 1977 quarter without a mint mark, hold on tight, because it could be worth tens of thousands of dollars. Think about this, a coin minted in 1977, completely overlooked by the public for decades, suddenly becomes one of the most sought-after collectibles in the United States. That's the magic of rare coins. One moment, it's just another coin. The next moment, it could be worth $45,000 to $62,000, and here's the greedy part, imagine being the person who finds this coin in an old collection, tucked away in a drawer. You could literally turn a simple quarter into a six-figure windfall, depending on the market. That's why collectors, investors, and coin enthusiasts are obsessed with tracking down these rare Washington quarters. Even today, this coin remains one of the most searched coins online, especially among collectors looking for Washington quarters from proof sets, rare coins from 1977, and coins with no mint mark. Its value continues to climb as collectors compete to find the few remaining examples in perfect condition. And because it's so rare, the competition is fierce. So if you have old coins lying around, especially Washington quarters from the 1970s, you need to check them carefully. A single coin like this can completely change your collection, or your life. It's not just a coin, it's a story, a piece of history, and a treasure waiting to be discovered. In summary, the 1977 no mint mark Washington quarter from a proof set is rare, valuable, and highly coveted. Its combination of missing mint mark, pristine condition, and proof set origin makes it one of the most valuable U.S. coins of its time. And the best part? The value is staggering, $45,000 to $62,000. That's right, $45,000 to $62,000 for a single quarter that looks ordinary but is anything but ordinary in the world of coin collecting. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more amazing rare coin stories, hidden treasures, and collectible money that could be worth a fortune, please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss another rare coin discovery. Top 8. Hey coin lovers, treasure hunters, and anyone who dreams about finding something absolutely priceless, listen up, because today we're talking about a coin that could literally make you stop what you're doing, grab your magnifying glass, and start checking every drawer, every old box, every coin jar you have, the 1972 D Washington quarter from a proof set. This isn't your ordinary pocket change. No, this is one of the most valuable, most coveted, and most searched for coins in the entire United States. Now, you might be thinking, a quarter? Really? But here's the thing, this isn't just a quarter. This is a proof coin, struck with such precision that it's practically a mirror in your hand. It was created for collectors, not for circulation, which instantly makes it rare. And rarity is where the real money comes in. Because unlike the quarters jingling in your wallet, the 1972 D Washington proof quarter is a coin that could be worth thousands and thousands of dollars, and not just a little, but enough to make your head spin. This coin comes from the Denver Mint, indicated by the small D mint mark, and it's part of a 1972 proof set, meaning it was carefully struck for perfection. The details on George Washington's profile are razor sharp, the lettering is crisp, and the fields shine like glass. If you have a coin like this in near-perfect condition, you're holding a piece of history that could easily make even the most experienced collectors jealous. But why is this coin so insanely valuable? Well, the story begins with scarcity. Proof sets weren't made in massive quantities. They were specially produced for collectors, stored carefully, and many of them never survived in pristine condition. Over time, handling, improper storage, and circulation mistakes ruined many, leaving only a handful of high-grade proof coins. That's why serious collectors are hungry for one, and why prices have skyrocketed. The 1972 D Washington quarter has become almost legendary in coin circles. Collectors search online constantly, auction after auction, coin show after coin show, hoping to find one that hasn't been damaged or lost over the decades. And believe me, the right condition makes all the difference. A coin with scratches, even tiny ones, can be worth a fraction of the price, while a flawless coin can fetch insane amounts. Now, let's talk about the eye test. How do you know if your 1972 D Washington proof quarter is real and valuable? First, look at the shine. Proof coins have a mirror-like field, a polished surface that catches light in a way ordinary coins don't. Next, check the detail, Washington's hair, the lettering, the eagle on the reverse. They should all be sharp, clean, and almost glowing. If your coin is dull or has worn edges, it's likely less valuable. But if it's pristine, it could be a major score. Collectors, investors, and even casual treasure hunters are drawn to this coin because it's not just money, it's an investment, a trophy, and a status symbol all in one. Think about it, owning a coin like this instantly puts you in the world of elite collectors, the kind who hunt down rare coins, proof sets, and mint errors that could sell for tens of thousands of dollars, and that's where the greed kicks in, because the market for rare coins is fierce. People will pay top dollar for a 1972 D proof quarter in perfect condition. Online auction results, private sales, and collector reports show that this coin can sell for serious money. I'm talking about the kind of money that can change your life. You see, unlike many collectibles that fade over time, high-grade proof coins from the 1970s are only getting rarer. Every year, coins are lost, damaged, or melted down, and that increases the value for the coins that remain. If you find one of these quarters, you're not just holding a coin, you're holding a piece of American history, a piece of numismatic art, and a rare asset that could easily be worth life-changing cash. And here's the moment everyone's waiting for, the value. If you're lucky enough to have a genuine 1972 D Washington quarter from a proof set, in pristine condition, the coin could be worth $45,000 to $65,000. That's right, $45,000 to $65,000 for a single quarter. One coin. Think about that. That's more than most people make in years, all packed into a single shiny quarter. So, whether you're a collector, an investor, or just someone who loves the thrill of discovering hidden treasures, this coin is a must-watch, must-find, and must-protect piece of history. Every time you see one, you're looking at rarity, craftsmanship, and serious money potential. This is the kind of coin that makes people stay up late, scour eBay, visit every coin show, and never let go once they have it in their hands. If this has you thinking about checking your own coin collection, now is the time. Look through those old drawers, check those coin rolls, and see if you might be sitting on a 1972 D-proof quarter. It's not just a quarter, it's a golden opportunity. And remember, collectors are willing to pay top prices, so even if you think your coin is just old change, it could be worth far more than you imagine. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1972 D Washington quarter from a proof set, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos about rare coins, hidden treasures, and incredible collectibles that could be worth a fortune. Hit that notification bell so you never miss out on the next life-changing collectible we uncover. Keep hunting, stay curious, and never underestimate the power of a single rare coin, because one quarter could change everything. Top 9. Welcome back, treasure hunters, coin collectors, and anyone fascinated by rare American history. Today, we're exploring one of the most valuable and highly sought-after coins in the United States, a coin that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike, the 1971 D Mint Mark Washington quarter from a proof set. If you're curious about coins that can command jaw-dropping prices, you're in the right place, because this is not just any quarter, it's a rare gem that could change the way you look at coin collecting forever. Let's start with the history. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Designed by John Flanagan, this coin quickly became a symbol of American pride. While millions of Washington quarters have been minted over the decades, certain years and mint marks stand out for collectors, and the 1971 D Mint Mark quarter is one of those exceptional coins. Now, what makes it so special? First, it's a proof coin. Unlike regular circulation coins, proof coins are struck with extra care, precision, and attention to detail. They're made primarily for collectors, not for spending, and feature a mirror-like surface, sharp edges, and details that almost seem to pop off the coin. Proof sets in 1971 were limited, and only a fraction included the D Mint Mark, making this coin exceptionally rare today. The D Mint Mark, for those who might not know, signifies that the coin was minted in Denver. Even though millions of regular 1971 quarters were produced, the 1971 D-proof quarter stands apart because only a small portion were ever struck for collectors, and an even smaller number have survived in pristine condition. That scarcity is exactly what has made this coin a highly coveted collector's item. Condition is another key factor. The value of any collectible coin skyrockets when it is in mint or near mint condition. A proof coin in flawless condition looks almost as though it just left the mint. The shine is brilliant, the details are sharp, and the coin has that magical mirror finish that makes collectors stop in their tracks. Coins like these are not just rare, they're practically untouchable for the average collector, which drives their value even higher. Now, let's talk about the most exciting part, the money. This is where your jaw might drop. The 1971 D-proof Washington quarter has been known to sell for astonishing amounts. In today's collector's market, depending on its condition and exact grading, this coin can fetch prices ranging from $45,000 to $66,000. That's right, this is not a typo. A single quarter, minted over 50 years ago, can be worth $45,000 to $66,000, making it one of the most valuable quarters in American history. Why such a high price? It all comes down to scarcity, condition, and demand. Collectors are constantly searching for this coin, and with only a few specimens in perfect condition known to exist, competition is fierce. Auction houses, coin dealers, and private collectors are willing to pay top dollar for a chance to own this piece of American numismatic history. And here's something else to consider: coins like these are more than just investments, they're historical treasures. Imagine holding a quarter that is over 50 years old, with every detail of George Washington's profile perfectly preserved. This coin is a link to the past, a tangible connection to American history, and a prized possession that could become the centerpiece of any serious collection. For collectors, there's also the thrill of the hunt. Finding a 1971 D-proof quarter in excellent condition is extremely rare. Many collectors have spent years searching, scouring coin shows, auctions, and private sales, hoping to get their hands on one. And when you finally find one, the excitement is unmatched. It's not just about the money, it's about owning a piece of history that few people in the world have ever seen up close. Now, a word of caution: because of its high value, counterfeit coins do exist. Anyone interested in purchasing a 1971 D-proof quarter should always check the coin's authenticity through a professional grading service, such as PCGS or NGC. Certification ensures that the coin is genuine and allows buyers and sellers to trade with confidence. Authenticity also preserves the value, which is crucial when dealing with coins worth tens of thousands of dollars. Let's talk about investing. Rare coins like the 1971 D-proof quarter are increasingly seen as alternative investments. With the stock market fluctuating and inflation concerns on the rise, more people are turning to tangible assets like rare coins. A coin like this doesn't just hold its value, it can appreciate over time, making it an exciting option for long-term collectors and investors alike. Collectors often ask, is now the right time to buy a 1971 D-proof quarter? The answer is yes, but only if you're looking for a serious investment. With its historical significance, rarity, and flawless condition, this coin is extremely unlikely to lose value. In fact, many experts predict that as more collectors become aware of its scarcity, the demand, and price, will continue to climb. To summarize, the 1971 D Washington quarter from a proof set is rare, historically significant, and astonishingly valuable. Its scarcity, mirror-like proof condition, and the high demand among collectors make it a top-tier collectible in the U.S. coin market. And for those lucky enough to own one in pristine condition, the reward can be extraordinary, selling anywhere from $45,000 to $66,000. That's right, a single quarter can be worth $45,000 to $66,000, making it not only a collector's dream but also a potential life-changing treasure. If you loved learning about this amazing coin, don't forget to hit that like button, share this video with fellow coin enthusiasts, and subscribe to the channel for more incredible stories about rare and valuable coins. We'll keep bringing you the most fascinating, historically significant, and money-making coins in the U.S. market. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy collecting. Top 10. Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel, where we dive deep into the most valuable, rare, and jaw-dropping coins from the United States. Today, we're about to explore one of the rarest treasures for coin collectors and enthusiasts alike, the 1965 Washington quarter dollar no mint mark from a proof set. If you're serious about rare coins, or just love the thrill of discovering hidden money in your collection, this is a video you won't want to miss. Now, before we get started, let's set the stage. The Washington quarter is a staple of U.S. coinage, first issued in 1932 to honor George Washington's 200th birthday. Over the decades, collectors have chased certain quarters because of their rarity, unusual minting errors, or proof set appearances. And when it comes to the 1965 quarter, there's something incredibly special hiding in plain sight. You might be thinking, 1965? That's not that old, right? Normally, you'd be correct. Most 1965 quarters were struck in massive quantities for circulation, which makes finding a rare variant even more exciting. But here's the twist: this particular coin is from a proof set and has no mint mark. That means it was not produced for general circulation and was intended for collectors, making it extremely rare in the world of numismatics. Proof coins, if you don't know, are struck using specially prepared dies and planchets to give them a mirror-like finish and crisp, sharp details. They weren't meant to be spent, they were meant to be collected. And over time, proof sets have become the holy grail for collectors. Now, finding a 1965 Washington quarter from a proof set that doesn't even have a mint mark is practically like discovering buried treasure in your own coin. So why is this coin so valuable? Well, it's a combination of scarcity, condition, and collector demand. The 1965 Washington quarter no mint mark is incredibly hard to come by because very few were actually struck this way. Most proof sets from that year had coins with either the Denver D or Philadelphia P mint marks. The ones without a mint mark were extremely limited and often overlooked for decades, which has skyrocketed their desirability today. When it comes to value, collectors and investors are absolutely willing to pay top dollar for one of these coins in excellent condition. If you have one in near mint condition, you could be looking at a coin that's worth anywhere from $45,000 to $77,000. Yes, you heard that right, $45,000 to $77,000. That's the kind of money that makes you double-check your coin jar every time you walk past it. Now, let's talk about grading. The better the condition, the higher the value. Coins are graded by professional numismatic services based on their wear, luster, and overall eye appeal. For the 1965 no-mint mark proof quarter, getting a high grade is rare, which is why some examples fetch the jaw-dropping prices we just mentioned. Even minor imperfections can affect the price significantly, so collectors are very particular when buying or selling these coins. But here's the thing, this coin isn't just about money. It's about history. Owning a 1965 Washington quarter no-mint mark proof coin connects you to a unique piece of U.S. minting history. You're holding a coin that was never meant for circulation, that survived decades in pristine condition, and that now commands respect from collectors and investors alike. It's the perfect combination of history, rarity, and value, and let's not forget the thrill of the hunt. Every coin collector dreams of finding a hidden gem like this. Imagine going through an old proof set or inheritance collection and spotting that mirror-like quarter with no mint mark. It's a moment of pure excitement, and it can literally change your life if it's authenticated and graded properly. So if you're looking to invest in coins, or even just add a rare piece to your collection, the 1965 Washington quarter no mint mark from a proof set should definitely be on your radar. Its scarcity, historical significance, and massive value potential make it one of the most sought-after quarters in the United States. To sum it up, the 1965 Washington quarter dollar no mint mark proof coin is a collector's dream. Rare, historically significant, and incredibly valuable, it's the type of coin that draws attention in every coin auction and numismatic show. And remember the value? It ranges from $45,000 to $77,000 depending on its condition and certification. That's the kind of coin that can turn a casual collector into a serious investor almost overnight. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most valuable U.S. coins, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more content about rare coins, hidden treasures, and numismatic secrets. Stay tuned for more videos that uncover coins worth thousands, and maybe even millions. Until next time, happy collecting. Welcome back to the channel, where we dive deep into the most valuable, rare, and jaw-dropping coins from the United States. Today, we're about to explore one of the rarest treasures for coin collectors and enthusiasts alike, the 1965 Washington quarter dollar no mint mark from a proof set. If you're serious about rare coins, or just love the thrill of discovering hidden money in your collection, this is a video you won't want to miss. Now, before we get started, let's set the stage. The Washington quarter is a staple of U.S. coinage, first issued in 1932 to honor George Washington's 200th birthday. Over the decades, collectors have chased certain quarters because of their rarity, unusual minting errors, or proof set appearances. And when it comes to the 1965 quarter, there's something incredibly special hiding in plain sight. You might be thinking, 1965? That's not that old, right? Normally, you'd be correct. Most 1965 quarters were struck in massive quantities for circulation, which makes finding a rare variant even more exciting. But here's the twist, this particular coin is from a proof set and has no mint mark. That means it was not produced for general circulation and was intended for collectors, making it extremely rare in the world of numismatics. Proof coins, if you don't know, are struck using specially prepared dies and planchets to give them a mirror-like finish and crisp, sharp details. They weren't meant to be spent, they were meant to be collected. And over time, proof sets have become the holy grail for collectors. Now, finding a 1965 Washington quarter from a proof set that doesn't even have a mint mark is practically like discovering buried treasure in your own coin jar. So why is this coin so valuable? Well, it's a combination of scarcity, condition, and collector demand. The 1965 Washington quarter no mint mark is incredibly hard to come by because very few were actually struck this way. Most proof sets from that year had coins with either the Denver D or Philadelphia P mint marks. The ones without a mint mark were extremely limited and often overlooked for decades, which has skyrocketed their desirability today. When it comes to value, collectors and investors are absolutely willing to pay top dollar for one of these coins in excellent condition. If you have one in near mint condition, you could be looking at a coin that's worth anywhere from $45,000 to $77,000. Yes, you heard that right, $45,000 to $77,000. That's the kind of money that makes you double-check your coin jar every time you walk past it. Now, let's talk about grading. The better the condition, the higher the value. Coins are graded by professional numismatic services based on their wear, luster, and overall eye appeal. For the 1965 no mint mark proof quarter, getting a high grade is rare, which is why some examples fetch the jaw-dropping prices we just mentioned. Even minor imperfections can affect the price significantly, so collectors are very particular when buying or selling these coins. But here's the thing, this coin isn't just about money. It's about history. Owning a 1965 Washington quarter no mint mark proof coin connects you to a unique piece of U.S. minting history. You're holding a coin that was never meant for circulation, that survived decades in pristine condition, and that now commands respect from collectors and investors alike. It's the